Hello students, welcome back. In our previous class, we discussed the importance of business English and the usages and how important it is. As you well aware that the backbone of business is communication. Your communication decides your business. The way you communicate, the way you approach with your customers, with your buyers, decides your progression of your business. See, as I already told you that as far as business English is concerned, that comprises group discussions, meetings, drafting emails, drafting reports, brainstorming, consensus, everything it covers. See, remember one thing, your communication, particularly in a business English, plays a vital role. So, for example, you might have experienced how the executives communicate when you make a call over telephones. Whatever the tone you use, sometimes that is sometimes when customers they try to irritate the executives, that is customer care executives, how they approach in a polite way. They talk to you very sweetly and smoothly. They never use words to offend their customers. For them, customers are very, very important. They never be rude to their customers. They never use harsh words. So that is the main part of their business. That is the way they use their words. Remember one thing, that is some philosophically speaking, I would like to tell you one thing. Whatever comes out of human body stings. Sweat, phlegm, stings. Your excretion, everything stings, but only the words, let the words can be sweet. The words which come out of your mouth can win a friend. The same words can gain an enemy. The same words can you win a friend. See, that Prophet, peace be upon him, says that when his companions ask him, Prophet, peace be upon him, what is the easy way to enter paradise? Then he would say, a person, one who knows to utilize his tongue properly. If you utilize your tongue properly, then you can easily enter paradise. So, dear students, nowadays Majority of problems comes from that happens with this organ, that is tongue. That is the word we use. What we utter is very, very important. See, when words come out of our mouth, it is like an arrow that never come back. So I think it would be apt to say in business English too. See, here there are some list of words I have given here, that is general English and business English. See, for example, you may say in an informal context, when you write simply, you may say, I got your mail. That is general English. But in business English, I received your mail is a very formal way. That is in business English. I need your help. I require your help. This is business English. I want to talk about so many things. I want to talk about so many things. It is a general English, whereas in business English, you have to use I want to discuss so many things. But here, one thing you have to remember, majority of people, even educated people, uses wrongly. That is, usually people say discuss about. It is wrong. Right? You must not say discuss about. Discuss something. Discuss something. Not discuss about. So, talk about is a general English. I want to talk about so many issues. Whereas you must say in business English, I want to discuss. And likewise, get in touch. Get in touch. But in business English, it is contact. Keep in contact. So likewise, make sure your arrival. Make sure it is a general English, but whereas in business English, you must say ensure your visit. Got it? Okay. Then see, give travel plan. Give travel plan. Provide itinerary. Provide itinerary. Look at the spellings. Itinerary. Provide itinerary. But whereas in general English, you can say give travel plan. And see another term, let them know. Let them know. Please inform. Inform is a business English. Term used in business English. Please tell me why. It is a general English. Please tell me why. But in a business English, you have to use please explain. Please explain. You can talk more. You can talk more. But in business English, you must say please elaborate. Please elaborate. So likewise, try to fix the problem. Try to fix the problem. You may call try to solve the problem. Try to solve the problem. So these are all the terms. See here, these are all the terms used in general English. Here all the terms used in business English. Okay. So likewise, many interesting things are there. So we shall discuss. You just practice this. Write down the term. You use all these terms in your sentences so that you can remember. Practice it. And I would like to remind you that, as I already told you in the beginning of my sessions, try to develop your fluency. Try to develop your fluency. That is, whenever you get time, read magazines. At least you must spend 10 to 15 minutes in reading newspapers, magazines. Purchase a standard dictionary, Oxford. That is learners advanced dictionary. Try to learn at least 2 to 3 words, or at least minimum 1 word a day. Try to write 1 sentence per day. Okay, because when I saw your assessments, one thing I can understand that you have got all the point, you have understood the concept. More than 90% of you have understood the concept, but I can, but I have sensed that you have difficulty in writing. If you want to write plain English, if you want to write good English, the only thing is that you have to read a lot. You must be a voracious reader, right? Read as much as you can. Automatically, that can improve your fluency, that can improve your communication level. And whenever you get time, you try to speak in English among your friends. And another one thing I would like to tell you is that even if you make a call to customer executives and you try to speak in English, because he is on the other side, you are here, but he is not looking at you, right? He is not looking at your face. This is also one of the that is a main point to develop your fluency. You speak in English. Whenever you get time, you ask something, some doubts, like okay regarding your product, then he would respond to you, then you talk to him. So likewise, because every time not a single, that is the same person is responding you, right? They keep on, they are changing their shifts, so they never talk to you so harshly, they never tell you that they never criticize your proficiency or fluency like this. So that this is also one of the way that you make a call and talk to the customer care executives in English. Okay, so these are all the points you try to follow this, so that you can write good English. Okay, so in our next class we shall discuss very interesting thing relating business English. Thank you so much.